Okay guys, today's maple syrup. The tree trunks may have the correct dash until they have been growing for 40 years. Now listen, maple tree needs 40 years to give the fruit, to give that maple syrup. So they say tree trunks because this sap comes from the trunk of the tree. Okay, the tree trunks not have the correct means before 40 years the trees don't have correct something. And by the way, for correct they might use the word right. Okay, the trees don't have the right dash or any other word for correct, and then you will find the answer. Until they have been growing for 40 years means when the tree is not 40 years old, it doesn't have correct something. That is why before 40 years you cannot get the sap and the maple syrup from the tree. Now let's see what is it.
So, let's look at the production of maple syrup today. Clearly, the maple forests are a valuable resource in many Canadian and North American communities. The trees have to be well looked after, and they cannot be used to make syrup until the trunks reach a diameter of around 25 centimeters. This can take anything up to 40 years.
Diameter, that's right, until the tree reaches the diameter of 25. So correct diameter, and what is the word for correct? 25. The diameter of 25 means the correct diameter. Do you understand? Like for example, the length of 5 feet, so the correct length. Okay, weight of 20 kgs, correct weight. Okay, please listen again.
So, let's look at the production of maple syrup today. Clearly, the maple forests are a valuable resource in many Canadian and North American communities. The trees have to be well looked after, and they cannot be used to make syrup until the trunks reach a diameter of around 25 centimeters.
Until the trunks reach a diameter of 25 centimeters. So the diameter of 25 centimeters is correct diameter. So for correct they use the word diameter 25, what is that? Centimeters. Okay, let's go on. Question number 36, the production. A tap is drilled into the trunk and a dash carries the sap. Now something that carries the sap from the tree, that will be your answer. What do they do? A tap is drilled. They drill a tap inside, like tutti. They drill a tap inside the trunk of this maple tree, and dash carries the sap into a bucket. Into a bucket, sap comes through something. Now what is that something? That is your answer. Okay, I understand these concepts are difficult and all that, but once you practice in part 4 you will always get like this. Those who are going to do academic IELTS, you are likely to study such type of subjects when you go to those foreign countries, right? I'll tell you something interesting after this. Okay, just remind me. I write it here. Okay, not you. So let's see question number 36. How sap comes out of diameter and it goes into the bucket. Yeah, that balti.
When the tree is ready, it can be tapped, and this involves drilling a small hole into the trunk and inserting a tube into it that ends in a bucket.
Okay, inserting a tube that ends in a bucket, and that tube is more like a pipe. Okay, tube ends inside the bucket. So answer is tube, U-tube. Okay, only tube, T-U-B-E, that's right. Let's go on. Question number 37. Large pans of sap called evaporators. What do we call large pans of sap? Evaporators are heated by means of dash. Again, how do they heat them? By means of coal, by means of gas. So it's going to be something we use. And how do they heat them? Right? They may heat them with water. They may heat them with something else. Let's see. How are they heated?
The trees can often take several taps, though the workers take care not to cause any damage to the healthy growth of the tree itself. The sap that comes out of the trees consists of 98% water and 2% sugar and other nutrients. It has to be boiled so that much of that water evaporates. And this process has to take place immediately using what are called evaporators. These are basically extremely large pans. The sap is poured into these. A fire is built and the pans are then heated until...
Okay, a fire is built and the pans are then heated. They are heated by fire. Exactly. How can you write evaporator as an answer when it is already written there? A word which is written in the sentence can never be the answer. So correct answer is fire. I play this one again. Just imagine what this
The trees can often take several taps, though the workers take care not to cause any damage to the healthy growth of the tree itself. The sap that comes out of the trees consists of 98% water and 2% sugar and other nutrients. It has to be boiled so that much of that water evaporates. And this process has to take place immediately using what are called evaporators. These are basically extremely large pans. The sap is poured into these. A fire is built and the pans are then heated until the sap boils.
Okay, fire is built, so they are heated by means of fire. Let's go on. Question number 38. A lot of dash is produced during the evaporation process. Tell me the answer. When you are boiling something, what is it producing? Excellent. Steam. Absolutely. When you are boiling something that contains 98% water and 2% sugar or anything like that, so that is going to be steam. And how do you spell steam? Okay, so see, if you are into the audio, you can guess the answers as well. And by the way, 38, 39, 40, they are going to decide band 8, 8.5 and 9. Okay, yeah. With one wrong answer, still you can get 9. 39 correct answers, you can get 9. Anyways.
As it does this, the water evaporates and the syrup begins to form. The evaporation process creates large quantities of steam, and the sap becomes thicker and denser, and at just
large quantities of steam, and they've written a lot of and large quantities of. Answer is steam. Good. Question number 39. Sugar sand is removed because it makes. What do they mean by it? Sugar sand. Sugar sand is removed because it makes the syrup look. Now sugar sand changes the look of the syrup. With the sugar sand, how does syrup look like? That will be your answer. The look of the syrup with sugar sand. It is not the color. It's something different. Let's see. Affects the taste. So,
after this process, something called sugar sand has to be filtered out, as this builds up during the boiling and gives the syrup a cloudy appearance and a slightly gritty taste.
Gives the syrup a cloudy appearance. Underline the word look and write their appearance. For look, they mostly use the word appearance. No, we will not write cloudy appearance. For appearance, they have written the word look. We will write cloudy. Look cloudy, cloudy appearance. Look clumsy, clumsy appearance. Actually, it's like that. Question number 40. A huge quantity of sap is needed to make a dash of maple syrup. Now listen, huge quantity of sap is needed to make a dash of maple syrup. Now let's see, it can be to make a jar of maple syrup, to make something. Let's see, large quantity, because 98% water, only 2%, so they need large quantities. And then, for example, if 100 kg, they will get only 2 kg from there, right? So let's see. Come on.
Once this has been done, the syrup is ready to be packaged so that it can be used for a whole variety of products. It takes 40 liters of sap to produce 1 liter of maple syrup, so you can get an idea of how much is needed.
Have you noticed one thing? For huge quantity, they use the word 40 liters of sap is needed to make 1 liter of maple syrup. So huge quantity, what is the word for that? 40 liters of sap is needed to make a. Now listen, a and 1, they are synonyms. So the answer is liter. And how do you spell liter? L-I-T-R-E, and one is L-I-T-E-R. One is British, one is American, both are fine. L-I-T-R-E, L-I-T-E-R. Please listen to it.
Once this has been done, the syrup is ready to be packaged so that it can be used for a whole variety of products. It takes 40 liters of sap to produce 1 liter of maple syrup.
Okay, all good. Thank you.